Live from Wisconsin, it's Cardinal Pens TV.
Welcome to Cardinal Pens TV, episode number 18 for Friday, December 12th, 2025. Someone's ready.
I was ready. I was getting organized. What are you doing? I need that. Today, we remind you about the last few days of our awesome Name the Birds contest. We've got some Platinum Preppies, Parker Jotters. It's a whole bunch of P's in this. Platinums. Some Herbin Ink, more on the way. We talk about the new TWSBI Obsidian, which is gorgeous. I love what they're doing with the new TWSBI Ecos. We've got a restock of Duralogio leather pen cases in the news. As always, more vintage and consignment to focus on. A discussion about an early button filler from the bench. A discussion about weather again, and an antiquing trip that left us empty-handed.
Just moving it around.
I don't like you very much at the moment.
And a pop-up shop next week.
Yes, I brought you into this world.
I have to finish that off.
Yes, in a pop-up shop next week, I will be able to watch all of you come in and hang with Brian.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes, dear.
So,
I don't like you very much today.
I've got a friend. I don't know if you know this.
You've got like two.
I do have like two.
Maybe four.
I have a friend
Okay.
who writes music about sewing machines.
Well, my mom would love it.
Did you know this guy? You know
No.
this? Yeah, he's a singer-songwriter.
Boo!
Or so it seems.
Double boo.
Speaking of sewing, I did get my mom and my aunt those patchwork retro 51s, and my mom is giddy like a schoolgirl about it. So those are actually shipping out tomorrow, Mom.
Sorry.
That
What
is
do you got
not
planned
me.
there?
That was an ad, apparently.
Okay.
On the phone.
Usually it's me who has phone
Christmas
drama or
music.
watch drama. This time it was
Did
you.
we mention this behind
Oh.
us? Speaking of your mother,
Yes.
the little
My mom made a quilted, of course, Cardinal wall hanging. It's for the door at home, but it actually, and she even, because this is how moms roll, she even included a magnetic holder, but it works on our shelves. So I think we're just going to keep it here.
for now. It works good there.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
All right. What do we got?
I don't.
Contest. So we are having a Name the Birds contest.
This is the last week. Is it Monday? Is the last day?
The 15th.
Monday, I think.
I don't know. I don't even know what today is. Today is what day?
Saturday's the 13th, Sunday's the 14th, and
All
Monday.
right, so Monday
Monday.
the 15th is the last day to enter. You need to come up with a name for a male and a female cardinal. If you've seen our logos, a couple of the logos have two cardinals, and so we don't have names for them. So what you get if your entry is chosen is you get naming credit. We are going to add the two cardinal names to our biography on the website just because it's time to do some fun things.
Why not?
And there will be a little blurb about where the names came from, if there was a meaning behind it or whatever. We have had some really cute,
Yep.
nerdy, interesting, thoughtful, deep, intellectual, you name it, run the gamut of interesting names.
But that's not all they get.
Oh,
You,
no.
you skipped
I
over.
skipped
You skipped
the most
over
important
perhaps
thing.
the most important thing.
For all
'cause
of you out there, you
nobody's
get
going to care about their name on the website.
I don't care that I got
Some people would.
bragging.
Well,
I got naming
okay,
credit.
okay. But most importantly,
Most importantly,
the UPS is here. That's most.
Since you're closed,
yep, just leave it.
Probably
Contacts.
have a good day.
Thank you. You get
Bring that through.
Okay,
a
hold on.
$20 store credit.
Oh, yes, that's the exciting.
We need a knife too.
I'll get you that.
Right, a $20 store credit for being chosen. And we just got a box, so that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, that's We got a couple line items before we get to that. So
Yes. So that's the contest. We've had some really cute names. I've got a little list started, but you still have time.
yeah. There's still
Nothing
good
has been decided. A couple of them.
There's some strong contenders.
some
Really,
very-
really strong contenders so far.
Some of them I like the meanings or the reason that people came up with them. Some just sound fun.
Desk and set.
It's Brian's vote.
So anyway, the three of us will get together and vote.
Awesome.
Mine counts twice.
Well, then it's not going to be unanimous.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's
what if Lindsay sides with me? We're going to come up
Anyway,
with
we'll
a
come up with
name.
it.
We will let you know next Friday, and we will be doing a podcast on next. Oh,
we don't know what we're going to be doing next week.
I get my week screwed
Oh
up
my
right now.
goodness
I keep
gracious.
thinking that next week is Christmas, and it's not.
No,
Thank goodness, because I haven't
no.
mailed Mom's present yet.
No.
Next week is our pop-up shop.
Yes, so we don't know we don't actually know when the podcast is going to air.
We don't. Well, it could air.
It might air at this
On
time,
time. We
but
might
it's
have
not going to be
film
live.
it.
It will not be live
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we might have to
pre-film.
film it Thursday later evening
or something.
or something. We'll figure it out.
Have we ever done this before?
I know. I feel so discombobulated. What do we have that's new?
All
Let's
right.
get into the stuff we
Jeez,
know how
oh
to
my
do.
goodness! All right, let's do the real
If you're tuning in for the first time, I promise
We've done
we've done this.
at least 500 of these before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in one way, shape, or form.
Yep. So anyway,
All
what
right.
do we have?
So we have this needs almost no introduction, and so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Platinum Preppies.
These are great little value starter pens. They do take a little bit to get them started, to get the ink flow started.
Well, it's like any cartridge pen.
Yes.
You
but
gotta- you
once
give it a
you
flick
do,
and then-
a couple flicks, once you do, these are killer writers for the price. You know, I want to be more transparent's not the word, honest isn't the word, but they're you know,
Authentic.
they're a value pen. They're
Yeah, I mean,
a cheap
we're not.
plastic pen with a steel nib. So, you know, they're not supposed to be $100 pens. They're not supposed to look like that. They're not supposed to write like that. But these are darn good writers.
Yeah, you want something
for a
that
value
you can
price.
leave at work, or you can throw
Right.
around, or somebody asks you for a pen, you can give them, and you don't have to worry
without
about it.
having to worry.
It's-
And they write like a dream. Once you get that ink started, they are amazing.
And I've heard horror stories of people bringing the really nice fountain pens to work, and then when they leave their desk, a coworker comes and grabs it. They never see it again.
Or they come back and it's damaged.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
This is a really
Yeah.
nice one.
Yeah.
Or for people who are just getting into it, who are worried about having something so
Right.
nice.
Or if you're trying to convert somebody, or you need a stocking stuffer for children in your family. So these are great little pens that are sincerely good writers. The also nice thing is they all come with a cartridge to get you started. You don't have to buy anything else. And
Yeah, they will take a platinum converter as well. I mean, that's converter's twice the price of the pen,
it is.
give or take. But there it is. The colored pens come with a matching colored cartridge.
hmm
Black, blue, technically it's blue black, and red come in extra fine, fine, or medium. The crystal, the purple, the green, and the pink only come in fine. No extra fine, no medium.
Oh, interesting.
They changed that a couple years ago
Yeah.
and kind of streamlined the offerings. And so that's what we have.
Look at that. All right,
All right, let's talk about
let's do some Jotters.
Parker Jotters.
I love these things.
Brian
exciting.
is super excited about these.
Let's
So
fill up the tray here.
we were out of the game for, I don't know, 9 months, between 9 and 12 months with everything that was going on end of last year and into this year. And in that time, a lot of things have changed within the industry. Some of which is, different companies are doing different things with billing, different distributors, different offerings. And so these are really cool.
Well, some of these have been around. So we got the Chelsea orange and the Victoria violet. Those have been around for a long time. But what a great color this Chelsea orange is. I love it. It's a burnt orange. We used to have a poster of this up in a previous life,
Oh yeah.
In a previous, yeah.
in a previous
In a
establishment,
different state.
in a different state that burned us.
Wow,
But,
we're harsh today. We used to have a poster because it was such a popular pen, and that's all we're going
It's a
with.
great color. That is
Wow.
such a great color. I love it.
Just snarky
I
today.
am.
Both of us.
The purple is lovely.
It's a dark, plummy purple.
Yeah. The next one up is new, and it actually is the 70th anniversary, so it has this kind of ciselé pattern.
It's lasered.
Yeah, so it's a laser chiseled, or ciselé, which is French for chiseled. And it's really good looking with silver trim. And then it has
Nice
a special box.
I like
Like-
the box.
Thank goodness Parker did something different for this than, they could have done that for the 51, but they didn't. So, but lovely box. It's actually got some texture to it.
As opposed to bumpy.
Bump you. And so it's the 70th anniversary. It's really pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's really nice. And of course, your classic, nice tension. The tension on there is great. And then we have 4 new additions to the City series. We've got Soul in blue.
That's a gorgeous, gorgeous
nice blue,
color.
isn't it?
Really good.
We have Paris in gray. And I'm not sure why they chose gray for Paris. There's the Eiffel.
Has to do with the architecture
The
and the
fog?
color of the buildings.
The smog.
No,
Is there smog in Paris?
no, usually it's London.
London, fancy, good segue. London, red. So there's London. There's Big Ben.
Darker, bright red. Very vibrant.
And my favorite color of the bunch, although I probably wouldn't go for this. This is Miami.
Yeah, but that's like that classic Miami teal when people are doing like the teal and the
South
pink.
Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some palm trees there. A lot of palm trees. It's a really cool color. And it goes it's just really a nice.
It's like a dark aqua.
Yeah. We determined it was not mint green. It was not a dark teal. So let me see. I'm going to take those away, and I'm going to bring a couple more in.
Okay, what else you got? Look at you with a whole bunch of.
Oops, I
Alright.
did this wrong. I'm going to keep the Chelsea orange in, and I'm bringing in the XL.
We were so excited when they came out with these several years ago. What a great idea! If you want a slightly bigger pen, what did they decide? It was 8%.
It's like
bigger?
7 or 8%. Like
Who
I don't
measured
know. It's got to be more than that, doesn't it? Doesn't it look bigger than that? It looks 20% bigger.
Nah.
No?
I
Anyway,
think 7 or 8's right.
8%. But it's much bigger in the hand. I mean, the classic Jotter is admittedly a bit on the small side by today's standards, but if we compare that in the hand, it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit more comfortable. I don't mind the regular size. In fact, I have a Jotter in blue that I use every day, and but the XL a little bit nicer, a little bit nicer size, bigger size. If you have larger hands. So we've got the green, which used to be called, this is the monochrome green, which used to be called the Alexandria matte green, I think. And then this was, now help me out on this one. Was this, used to be the matte blue?
used to be primrose, and now it's
Primrose,
matte.
and now it's matte. It's really kind of a smoky blue. It's a grayish
It's a
blue.
dusty blue. It's very pretty.
It's not as dark a blue as it looks on the Parker material, but it's a nice color. Looks good. And then if you want something classic, an all stainless steel, kind of a little bit of a brushed pattern on it, with the shiny clip. We've got the XL in the stainless steel. So those are
Great pens.
the new Jotters that just came in. I'm excited for those. I'm gonna leave one of those Jotters up for a litmus for the stuff that comes up
Okay.
next.
All right. Also recently arrived, we've got our first of several batches of Herbin ink that arrived. We're super excited. So I got to choose what came in first. Brian showed me what had done well in a previous life, but the first two things I ordered were my personal two favorite inks from Herbin, and mine is the Rouge Grenat and then the Bleu de Profonde.
Don't you have a bottle of this sitting like on the nightstand?
I do.
Like I'm waiting for the cat to knock it over and for it to
And
break.
I think this was the one, the blue, that I took to Chicago with me. It was the only bottle of ink that I brought. The Rouge Grenat is a darker burgundy that's not too pink. It's not too red. It's just really a great color. And then the Bleu de Profonde is a gorgeous, gorgeous dark blue. Super excited about that. One of the things that I love about Herbin ink is that it rinses out easily from your pen when you're trying to clean it. That was always a big selling point, especially for people with kids, because accidents happen. Back in the day, probably 10 or 12 years ago, I knocked over a bottle of one of Brian's options, Lierre Sauvage, on my office carpet, and it came out.
Oh.
Some water and some, rags and a whole lot of work, but it came out completely. So it's great if you tend to be clumsy like me. It does rinse out easy. Admit it. It's hard to find somebody clumsier.
Moving right along, I selected two bottles. The first, my favorite was the Eclat de Saphir, which, if I'm not mistaken, was a bottle you actually gave me when we started dating.
Aw,
So
how
I had
weird.
it on my desk
Aw.
and use it. And then I have the Lierre Sauvage, which is a lovely green. But the these come in the little 30 ml, what they call D-bottle or demi-tasse bottle. It's got the little pen rest on there. Although it's not very usable
It's not my favorite bottle
because you
by any
can't
stretch of the
you
imagination.
can't really put a pen on there.
I mean, you
It
can
gets in the way of the cap.
you can
I mean,
barely put
You can put your
a
jotter there.
jotter. It's just not really big enough for.
It looks good, but
Yeah,
It doesn't
you can't
really-
even put it properly on
So if
there.
you've got a really thin vintage pen,
if you have
And-
like a Sailor Shalana,
It also
you're in business.
is not super tall.
Yeah.
So
It's not the best bottle.
it's not the best bottle.
But it's great
The
ink,
ink is amazing.
and it looks good. So
So here's the opportunity to buy a better bottle and then just decant it.
yeah,
But gorgeous colors, rinses out easily. I like that they're not super, even though they rinse out easily, they are not washed out or faded.
yeah. It's 20 colors right now. We got 20 more
21
coming
more.
next week.
21 more.
Ink samples are coming.
Swabs are coming.
Probably late next week or the week after, just because
Yeah.
of what's going on.
But- Pop up.
With
Not
pop up. So
holiday.
I'm gonna have you vamped already because I
Okay.
have to I got to open up this box here.
Oh my gosh, she's
Oh,
so
yeah.
excited. So we're getting the Herbin in bit by bit. For some reason, I keep thinking that the pop-up shop was like last week and that Christmas is next week, but it's not.
Nope.
So Brian is opening a box and he's super excited because these are the TWSBI Obsidian. Did you put them in a separate box?
It needs to be on the top. Nope.
All right.
oh good.
What is that? You see what I have to deal with. So while you're waiting for Brian to bring out an obsidian, think about a name for the two birds. Enter it into any of the last couple YouTube videos, and
Speaking
just
of birds, you got one that usually Brian's covering up that I hide back there on the shelf.
oh yeah, that was from I think Brian's mom.
Oh, was it really?
Cute.
Ah, here we go.
All right, so
Found
Brian
one.
found
Yeah,
an
they're way at the
obsidian.
bottom. They're way at the bottom.
Oh, they come in a black box.
Yeah. well, hang on.
Nice. I like that TWSBI has finally started to make finding which pen is which a little easier by putting the names and sometimes different colors on them. For the longest time, it was impossible to tell. All right, so what do you got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You all right?
That's what I'm
You need a
talking.
moment?
I do need a moment.
Well, I could show them a picture while you get it unboxed
All right,
too.
why don't you do that?
Well, this one's mine.
Excuse me?
We talked about this.
We did. This one's Brian's.
This one's mine.
I bought him one.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
No, not at all. It's your Christmas present. Happy Christmas!
This is my Christmas present?
But you can't have it yet.
Oh, screw that. I mean,
I mean, I love
Awesome.
you.
We follow
You're my
the
favorite.
instructions set forth
that's
by TWSBI.
nice.
All right, show it over
That
there.
looks.
show the
That looks.
people.
That,
Show the
it's-
people.
That wow. That looks even better than the pictures.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that.
Because all the patterns are slightly different since they're that
Yeah.
marbled, so it's always a variety of what you're gonna get.
Look at that.
Yeah, I really like that.
Rose gold trim. You got the ink window. Sections maybe a little darker. Nice piston. Of course, you can't see the piston because it only comes up to there. But what a ooh man, that's good looking. Isn't that nice?
It catching the light is really slick.
And that's compared to your standard size jotter, so it's all right. I'll wait till Christmas
Okay.
if I have to.
Awesome.
Will you?
Maybe.
She won't. Know,
Maybe.
she won't know. Yes.
We're not allowed to sell them yet.
We're not allowed to. So what doesn't mean I can't have. Anyway, moving right along.
Anyway,
Those
so-
come in extra fine, fine, medium, and broad only. No stubs on those. Pre-sale is Sunday. Yes, Sunday,
we confirmed it's Sunday.
December 21st. Shipping date is Tuesday, December 23rd.
Or if you're local, you can come in and pick it up then.
But they can sign up for
up.
notifications.
Yes, sign up for back in
Sign up
stock.
for back of stocks.
All right.
Already, we had somebody email last week already, and I signed you up for the broad that you wanted.
Do we have?
So while we're talking about that,
There you go.
I'm gonna segue into some new consignment stuff
Yes.
and some vintage pens. And as long as we're talking about that, I'm gonna have Lindsay hit the button here. There we go. I got an email from one of our consigners who wanted to send me a few more pens, and by some stroke of luck, they actually happened to have the previous two of now. TWSBI doesn't have like an actual name for this pen. Like there's not a name for this model.
Oh, okay.
There's an Eco, there's a 580, there's a
Right.
VAC, but this is like a
The Kai and the Draco and the Obsidian.
There's no name for this for this model. But the two previous generations were the Kai, which is this blue marble, and then the one that I think that started it all out. I think this was the first one in the series, was the Draco, this beautiful, beautiful red, burgundy red with black marbling. So they happen to have these, and said, well, how do you think any of your customers would be interested in these? I said, well, with the Obsidian in, yeah, maybe. So these two are, what do we got on the Kai here? I've got a fine nib, and I think there's a medium on the Draco here. Medium on the Draco. So,
Now it says, I'm just Googling this real quick. It looks like the Draco was limited to 3,000 pieces worldwide. So
Wow.
these have been sold out for quite a while.
Yeah, this one
in
is-
2021.
is quite a bit older.
And then the TWSBI Kai. Let's see when that was.
That was just a year ago or so.
Was it?
Yeah, because these are actually still available from TWSBI.
Okay.
I can still order them.
Kai was in 2023 and also limited to 3,000
Okay.
pieces
Okay.
worldwide.
So we do have these two pieces available. Like I said, fine nib on the Kai, medium nib on the Draco. I don't have them on the website. I don't have them on the website yet. But if you're interested, shoot us an email, and I can get you hooked up. I mean, they literally came in yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm still
And our
catching.
email is in the description if they need it.
Yeah. hello@cardinalpens.com is all you need.
Woo!
All right.
It's
So
just so fun.
I'm gonna put my pen over here,
Okay.
and I've got
So
a
I
couple
can
more.
wrap it for Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. So at least I got something under the tree, right? Well, no, I mean, you know
Woo!
Was that the
We've
bubble
never-
wrap?
bubble wrap. Yeah.
Oh, I swear we've never done this before.
All right.
And that was you, not me.
I've got a couple more consignment pens.
I'm staying over here.
bring these
where
out.
It's safe.
A couple of Esterbrook Estes. These are the first in a batch of about what are there, 47, 55
Oh,
pens in this particular collection. This is a Botanical Gardens. It's got a fine flex nib. Botanical Gardens with the gold trim. So we've got that. That's nice. And these are with boxes, all original boxes. And then we have the Raven. And this one is, what is this? Medium nib. Go look at it here a second. Yeah, medium nib. And this is the their push, what do they call it? The push piston filler, which is kind of almost like a vacuumatic almost.
Yeah, that came out a year and a half ago.
Yeah, something like that. And so it only fills from the bottle. No cartridge, no converter. It only fills via that mechanism. It is actually slightly longer than a standard SD. And these are the standard size. They're not oversized, but it's matte black with the shiny black trim is really pretty sharp. So original boxes on both of these. And then I have two other discontinued pens.
I'm reading some of the comments. People think either a spider ran over your foot or you tripped on a desk
Oh,
set.
yeah. Well, it could have been a desk set. It could have been a desk
either.
set. Next up, I've got two Lamy Ions. This was kind of a short-lived, it only lasted a few years. A pen from Lamy. Kind of a matte section. We've got one in dark green. And then my favorite color, the deep dark blue, which is really, really good looking.
You know, these were a great idea, but the problem was they looked like they should be heavy because they're a little chunkier, but they are super, super light. So
I wouldn't say super light.
Well, when you put like a Schaefer 300 in their hand compared
yeah.
to that. So a lot of customers thought they were going to be heavier than they were. But gorgeous colors.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, these were definitely the two best colors. The blue I think is the best color, and the green is really nice too. So those are the two best colors. Basically, I'm not going to say new, but they are they've been used, but they've been cleaned and well taken care of. Excellent condition with boxes, papers, all that good jazz. So these are those the SDs and those ions are up on the website right now. I've got some vintage pens.
Why don't you just throw the whole tray up?
I
And just
could.
You fit
whip
like
through
half
it.
of it.
I don't need to. I don't need to show all of them.
Okay, good.
I don't need to show all of them. Well, I mean, are we trying to sell these or?
Well, yeah, but
There's just a lot.
every week we've got like 50 more, and it's great. But you know, it's a lot.
All right, moving right along from that discussion, whatever that is.
It's all good.
Waterman 100 year in white.
I don't know that I've ever seen a white one before.
Isn't it awesome?
It's
fantastic.
funky.
It is really
Usually you see them in black.
black, red,
Yep.
green,
Yep.
blue, probably
dark
that order.
blue. But I've
Um,
never seen a white one.
Yeah, white. It does have a little issue. There is a little chip here at the top of the cap. But as far as chips are concerned, that's like maybe the absolute best place on the planet for there to be one. The rest of the pen is really, really in good shape. Correct 100-year nib. So we got a 100-year in white. What else is interesting? We got a couple of lovely double jewel vacs.
We saw one in an antique store
Oh,
this past
the
weekend.
low price of $225.
I thought it was $350.
That was a 51
It was
gold fill.
it was pretty crazy.
These are not that.
No.
Long major in copper pearl. And then this is like a 3-band. This is not a standard, but it's like a, I don't know what model we call this, a 3-band slender. I don't really know. There's so many different variations, but it's a little bit slender than a standard, which is a little bit chunkier and it's not quite as tapered off in the ends. But either way, striped barrel jewel on this one, two-tone nib, long major, nice transparency on this one. And we got striped jewel on the cap and a two-tone nib. So lovely on those. Let's see what else is interesting. 51 in burgundy. Look at that cap. Really pretty nice. It's got a little bit of drawer wear, but it's got some nice frosting on it. So we got a nice 51. These are kind of fun. I got a couple of these. These are Kohinoor.
These are funky.
Kohinoor Versacolors. I've got two of them. They hold black, blue, red, and green ink. They use the mini D1 refill.
And
And-
so that is still available.
Yeah.
So you can replace the refills, which sometimes is harder to do in some vintage pens.
Yeah,
So
this
these
is
are available.
and these are I just put brand new refills in. Lamy makes these, Monteverdi makes them. But yeah, they're two different 4 colors. Make sure I get these in the back in the right spot here. Okay. And last but not least, this beautiful guy here, Schaefer Balance Combo in black. Pretty uncommon. Whoops. Unscrew it here. So we've got a combination pen, fountain pen, and mechanical pencil with the 1.1 lead. Really, and it does post. So super cool piece. If you don't have one of these, I am not surprised. Most common in black, harder to find in other colors, but if you're looking for a neat Schaefer for your collection, this is it.
Cool.
All right. Oh wait, I've got one more. One more.
Because it wouldn't be a podcast.
Because it wouldn't be a
without
podcast without a
It
desk
wouldn't be a
set.
podcast. I probably have to show this.
Yeah, there's no great way to show it from this angle. That's about right.
We have a beautiful, this is a lady dual fold in black with the yellow moire taper, which is super cool. And this is the model LE base with the black enamel top. There's a couple of imperfections on there, but that's to be expected. This was made in let's see if my memory gets me right, 1929. This is from, and it does have threads on here. That's how these were sold. The trumpet itself has like a little bit of a clutch in it that you just put it in. You don't have to. There's no threads in there, but really a lovely little base. It's quite heavy, about 2 1/4 inches in diameter, about a 1/2 inch high. It's got the nice little swivel. It's not a magnetics, but it's got a nice swivel, so you can go any way you want. And did I mention that yellow moire taper?
Tell me how you really love it.
This is a very, very, very hard to find. It's a very hard to find pen.
Okay.
In and of itself, this is hard to find, and you got a base here. They're about a year difference, but there's nothing saying it couldn't have been sold that way. So
The desk base over there. Is that the one we found?
yes,
The round one over here?
no, the other one.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there.
And we're going to segue into a quick little. On Monday, my office was closed for a holiday.
You're spoiling next week's fun.
Well, no. And so Brian and I went out of state, just over the border, to do a little antiquing since I actually had a day off during the week. And the only thing we found, except for a ton of jewelry, which we didn't buy, but like some of the places we went to had like jewelry coming out your ears.
Goodness, yeah.
A couple places had like nothing but clothing.
I think we saw 4 fountain pens.
Total.
There was a VAC for $225, a VAC for $250, and a 51, a Goldfield 51 beat up for $350.
Well, we came home with a desk set.
Well, so we actually we bought the base.
Yeah,
the
we
pen
bought
was
the
not
base.
included. So I mean, against my better judgment, I was like, well, okay.
My better judgment.
She pointed it out, and
My first mistake.
I was pretty certain we had a pen for it.
Yeah.
And so if you watch the stream this week, you saw me repair the pen, and it's a nice, it's a snorkel, black snorkel. This will be up end of next week, so we'll talk about that next week.
We try to stick to our own advice and not feel obligated to buy something when we're out and about antiquing. It's always a crapshoot. You never know what you're going to find. I did find 2 things. I'm not going to say what they are because they're being shipped to my mom for Christmas. So I felt better about that. Brian did try very hard to buy me a Christmas gift, which I turned down.
What did I try?
You were trying to buy me a vintage ring.
Oh, she's so hard to shop for.
But we went to, I don't know, 6 different places, a
It
couple
was
just
too small
places,
too large,
2 big antique malls, a couple places we'd never been
felt like
before.
Goldilocks.
And the only thing pen related that we came home with was a desk base.
Yeah. Well, but there was another desk set at another place. The place I bought the jacket.
Oh yeah.
there was a double Schaefer desk base that actually
yeah.
was priced. It was priced right, but I just didn't. Had we bought other things that day, I might have said, okay, well, I'll get that. But I didn't want that to be the only thing.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, the next stop over, Lisa's like, oh, well, here's an empty desk space for whatever.
But Brian did get a black camel hair sport coat that he wore to take the garbage out or to shovel the garbage.
I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster.
He was super excited. It was in his size. It was a great price. And
actually, it's a little bit big.
it is.
But it works good for, wearing around with the sweater.
But if you've known us for a while or watched us for a while, coats and overcoats tend to just find Brian. We go into thrift stores and secondhand stores for me, or Macy's when I lived in Chicago for me, and every time he comes out with a coat.
I haven't bought a coat in years.
Like 6 months. Yeah.
Two,
so anyway, Brian got this really gorgeous black, never worn camel hair sport coat.
The vents are still sewn shut, and the pockets are still sewn shut. So
I had to whip out my little Swiss Army knife sewing kit so you could take the vent stitching off.
Yeah, and there was a green smoking jacket. Yes, Russell, there was a green smoking jacket.
We may go get that.
There was another green. Coat, wool coat that I probably would have considered had I not just bought. The camel.
We were talking about vintage clothing, and I like vintage sweaters. I think it's the same thing with many vintage pens. It just seems like sometimes some things are just made so much better back in the day because they use better quality products. There was more emphasis on craftsmanship, less just churning out 10,000 pieces today. So it is sometimes nice to just go through and look at the quality. Everywhere you go, in an antique store, a Goodwill, a thrift shop, you'll see tons of china and crystal, but some of it's like really nice quality. So we do enjoy
the value proposition is completely there.
Yeah. So it's fun, and it's also fun to see what's come around style-wise, what never was in style. Nobody ever should have gotten it in the first place, and nobody should buy it now. So we have a lot of
green
fun
shoes. I should get the green shoes with the green smoking jacket.
There were some green. No.
I'm telling you, man, I'd be styling.
Let's talk about Tales from the Bench.
Yeah, so this moving right along. So this week we had a client send in an early Parker Lucky Curve.
This one you struggled with?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it was interesting. So what happened is it become increasingly clear that there was an older repair done on this pen. Non-original nib, which I didn't pay attention to. I wasn't focused on that. Didn't notice that until much later. But the first problem we had, we open it up, and as we're removing the old sack, the dried sack from the section.
I'm just playing with your pen. Go ahead. It is pretty.
I noticed there's a huge crack out of the section nipple.
Well, that's a problem.
Well, yeah, because that's where that's where the sack goes on. But as I'm searching my bench looking for did it just break off? It didn't. There was no chip to be found on the bench. And the further I look, the pen was using a 3-piece bar. So if you know anything about Parker dual folds, the 3-piece bar really wasn't put into place until the streamline, because the streamline used a friction fit section instead of a threaded section. And so instead of using a 2-piece bar, which goes longer and deeper down the barrel, it actually rests kind of on or near the section nipple and the end of the barrel. So if you have a friction fit section and you have that type of bar, you can actually, unless you seal it, you can actually push the section out every time you press the button. So they switched to a 3-piece bar, which all the pressure is held in place at the end, not pressing on the section. So I looked at it, and apparently what I suspect happened is the previous repair person noticed that there was this chunk out, but there was enough that we could get some shellac on there, so we could seal a sack on there. and they switched to a 3-piece bar so that there's no longer any pressure on the section to, to irritate the sack or to push
makes
it or
sense.
to put any more pressure to possibly, I mean, these are thick sections. I don't know how that broke, but they switched the bar from a 2 to a 3-piece. And actually it's kind of ingenious, and it's something that I think, you got to put in the back of your head if something like that happens and you still have some room to adhere the sack, and short of trying to rebuild and replace that and drill it out and put a new, I mean, there was some interesting discussion. If you go back and watch the streams, there was some interesting discussion on what a proper, so to speak, repair would be. You can get away with doing it this way, and it will last for decades. So, and it's very interesting. You want to check it out. It was earlier this week.
Awesome.
Am I boring you?
No, sorry. Yesterday was early. All right. Helpful hint. It's going to be brutally, brutally cold, and I promise we won't talk about this every week. But if you order ink over the next couple days, we probably won't ship it until sometime early next week when our weather it's supposed to be like 30 below with wind chill coming up the next couple days.
Yeah, I think the high is -2
Yeah.
on Saturday.
So a couple days we will not be shipping anything liquid. Just keep that in mind. But we will be shipping next week when it actually is going to get like up to freezing and even above.
Yeah,
I'm
Wednesday's
super
a
excited.
lovely day. So, if you want to get out and about on Wednesday, we might hit 35. So snow might be melting,
And that leads us into our pop-up shop, which is all of next week. And so why don't you tell me all about that? 'Cause
Yeah,
you'll be here. I'll be
so-
across the hall watching everybody come in. So if you're coming in, turn to your left and wave.
Yeah. So the note here says info and expectations. So next week, Monday through Friday, noon to 5, Saturday, 10 to 2.
And noon gives Brian time to get here, get everything pulled, get everything shipped.
Yeah,
do
I want
whatever
to
we
get
need
all
to
that,
do.
the morning stuff done and out
Right.
of the way so I can devote the rest of my afternoon, because the mail comes about 11:30. And then we can get all that out, and then I can devote my full attention to anybody who shows up. And it should be mentioned that pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's just me.
Yes.
So if there's 30 people in here, and I mean, I hope, but don't hope that happens. It's just poor little old me. So
Yeah.
be patient. But
But
we're
turn
gonna
to your
have
left and wave to me.
turn when you walk in the door.
Yeah.
Turn to the left. Wave to Lisa. Just come right in.
Come right in.
There's no window. There's no glass on the door. So just come in. Don't knock. Just come in.
There is a small sign on the
Yeah.
door that says Cardinal Pens and Paper.
So I'm getting ready for it now. I'm filling out a case of some consignment stuff. We've got 125 new consignment pieces that aren't on the website.
Wow.
So I'm pricing those out.
Lindsay's hoping that they sell so she doesn't have to photograph
Yeah,
them.
whatever we sell, she doesn't have to photograph. So that'll be good. And then I have another 300 vintage pens that I have to price this weekend. And so we'll have that. I've got some pen cases, some 2-pen, some 3-pen cases. I've just reminded myself I've got 3 Aston brown leather 12 pen cases, really very nice. Previously used, but they look excellent. I've got a bottle of Sailor. Say that 10 times fast. Do you remember this? I mean, still in the original, and this it looks. I hated that they did this. They put it in a stupid bag.
That Sailor did. Not
The
the
Sailor
consignor.
did, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But this is the original bag it came in, and that's how they shipped them to us.
Yeah.
But I've got an original bottle of that, which is a really cute,
Nice color.
a cute little, like a bow tie and everything, and it's a nice dark blue. So I've got a bottle of that, and who knows what else I'm going to dig up. I've got, just yesterday, I remembered I had a box of some modern stuff that has just been sitting, and it's like low priority as far as getting photographed because, consignment and vintage always takes precedence. And I remember this is perfect stuff. I mean, it's really, a lot of it is like under $100 stuff. It's just in the boxes. It's just going to go on the counter. So we've got that. I've got all the desk sets. I've got a whole bunch of vintage mechanical pencils.
Oh, we should contact our friend in wherever he lives, the pen club, MW. We're not going to say his name. We have someone in the local pen club who's big into mechanical pencils.
Big into, I don't know who that is.
You never remember his name.
Yeah. I do remember.
But
his
anyway,
name.
if you're into pencils, we've got pencils.
When you say it that way, I can't remember. You give me
Yeah.
initials. Yeah, no, I'm going to have some vintage mechanical pencils.
So it's actually been fun for us. Instead of just trying to be as efficient and organized and streamlined as possible, it's kind of fun to put things out on display. And so you're going to have a bunch of folios that are going to be open. You're going to have some trays. You'll have some cases that are full.
Yeah, so I'll try to put out some of the other stuff, but some of the other stuff I just won't have room for. So, you know, of course we've got Edison pens, we've got all the different TWSBIs. I can't put them out.
Right.
There's no room for them. If you're interested, just ask. I have them. You know, all the Jotters. You know, I don't have room for everything. So, the stuff that doesn't have boxes, the consignment and vintage stuff gets priority in the case.
Right. It's also a great time if you're coming up. And again, the hours are set 12 to 5 Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday. If you've got something that needs to be repaired or you have a question about it, definitely bring it with you. You don't have to. This is one of the rare times you don't have to make an appointment. We are open.
Yeah,
Doors unlocked for you to come on in.
I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to do your repair right then and there.
But at least you can look at
but
it.
I can look at it, and you know, if there's nobody here, I can start it. The problem is you know, if I start it, I kind of need to finish it. But if people show up, since I'm the only one, I can't, you know. But you can bring stuff and we can talk about it and leave it, and I can fix it, and at least you'll save yourself shipping one way or a trip or something like that. So
cool. Linz, anything you want to add?
No.
Okay. You're not going to be here either.
No, I won't be here.
Okay.
Well, that's no fun. What else? I'm looking around.
Sorry, you don't want me to be home editing pictures so people can see cool pens?
Yeah.
Well, when you put it that way.
So we will have a bunch of cool stuff out, and it'll be fun for Brian to be able to be reminded of all the stuff we have, you know, in some of those binders. You repaired them months ago.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are 4 or 5 months old.
Yeah. So it'll be good to revisit all that.
But yeah, so we'll have that, and
so it'll be worth the trip to come up.
Kind of looking around, see if there's anything else that
We're pretty decently stocked on paper and ink and samples. So vintage pens, we've got some modern, we've got all this consignment, and lots of random stuff. So, I mean, for me, that's the part I like best about some of this consignment. You get to see stuff. We were putting things out just earlier. I kept drooling over.
We've got this new collection that we haven't really talked much about. I showed it off on the repair stream, but it's crazy because it's all kind of mid to high end, but it's in like sets. So it's fountain pen, rollerball, ballpoint, and mechanical pencil. There must be 15 mechanical pencils in here, like a Cartier mechanical pencil. Like, that's cool. Are you serious? That's cool. A Mont Blanc Bordeaux classique mechanical pencil. I mean, you know, so stuff like that, and just a lot of crazy things that you can, you know, if you have one piece in the collection, you're missing a ballpoint or a rollerball or a pencil or something you want to add to it, I might actually have it. You know, there's a nice Shaper Jade Balance 2 set. I mean, there's some gorgeous crazy stuff in that collection. So I mean, that's coming to the website eventually, but you get first crack if you come here and take a look at it. So,
anything else you want to talk about? Is there anything else we want to look around?
I got nothing.
Yeah. It's been a busy week.
That's enough.
Yes, it has.
All right. Well, I think that's it for today. I promise we're normally more organized than this. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you some point next week. Not sure when we're going to film this, but we will do it again next week.
Check us out on social media as Cardinal Pens, and Instagram is Cardinal Pens and Paper. By the way, just look for the birds. We'll see you next week.
It was close.
What? I was not close.
Okay.
It was Cardinal.
Yes.
Yes.
Cardinal.
Name the birds.
Name the birds.